Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also please give your valuable comments. In the last class, we are discussing about the teratogenic effects which can occur during the embryogenesis period, and we have seen the caudal dysgenesis and we have seen the holoprosencephaly. And now today we will discuss another important problem which can be occurring during this period. So that we will see. I will tell the name of the particular disease at the end. Okay. Now, another problem is the endoderm in the trilaminar disc in the ventral part. Okay, endoderm. Now you should have a clear-cut idea where is mesoderm, where is endoderm. Okay. Now endoderm in the ventral part. Okay. So endoderm, which is present in the trilaminar disc, in the ventral part. Ventral means upper part. It contains some of the cilia. Okay. Yes, these cells contain the cilia, and actually these cells, they control the concentration of certain molecules. Okay, like left 1, left 2, etc. So, and that determines the structural development of the organs on the right side and left side of the body. I hope you understand. See, actually the structure should be distributed to the right side and left side, isn't it? Okay. Now in the initial period, when the trilaminar disc period, how these structures are given to the right side and left side. Okay, that is because of the swinging movement of this particular cilia, which is present in the uppermost layer of the endoderm. Okay, so we have got lungs on the both sides. We have got heart on the left side more, right side less, and similarly some of the structures are placed in the midline. So everything is divided right and left, isn't it? So it is quite interesting, this right and left division. So that actually takes place in the beginning period itself, and that is actually done by the cells which contains the cilia on the endoderm. So they will have this type of swinging movements, and because of that the structures are distributed to right and left side. Okay, so sometime what happens is heart will be found on the right side, and sometime all the right sided organs are present on the left side, and vice versa. Okay, so we know this condition. This condition is called as situs inversus. All the structures which are supposed to be there in the right side, so they are found on the left side, and all the structures which are supposed to be present in the right side, left side, they will be found on the right side. So this is quite possible. Sometimes only heart will go to the right side instead of left side. Okay, so if the heart is going to the right side instead of left side, then it's called as dextrocardia. But if all the structures of the GIT which has to be present in the right side, they are present in the left side, and those of the left side present in the right side, then it's called as a situs inversus. Situs inversus. So why this happens? So there will be transposition of the viscera of the thorax and abdomen. The real cause for this is at the stage of trilaminar disc formation, due to some damage to this particular cilia, okay, cilia containing cells which are present in the endoderm, which determines the right and left side orientation. 20% of such patients will also have the additional problems. Most of the structures of the body where the cilia are affected. That means जो cilia है यहाँ पे affected है, इसकी वजह से cilia का जो movement है वो ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए जो right और left side में जो structures जाने हैं वो clear नहीं है. ठीक है, right में जाने वाला कभी कभी left में जा सकता है, left में जाने वाला right में आ सकता है, या वो जा ही नहीं सकता, वहीं पे रुक सकता है क्योंकि cilia नहीं है. Apart from that, even some of the body structures which contain cilia, for example, cilia is also present in the respiratory tract, isn't it? Ciliated epithelium, columnar epithelium is present in the respiratory tract, so they also get affected. Because cilia problem function itself is get affected. Now, cilia is a special hairy projection of the cell which actually contains a special protein called as a dynein. Okay, dynein, this is a protein name, because of which it does this movement. Okay, so cilia, they contain a special protein called as a dynein, because of which this movement is possible. Probably genetically there is some abnormality due to which the design of this dynein protein is not completely formed. Okay, so that cilia is not performing its function properly. Okay, so sometimes there may be some genetic problem because of which the formation of the cilia is not affected, because cilia require an important protein called as dynein. Okay, so that is, its design is not proper, so therefore abnormal type of dynein protein is formed, and therefore the cilia movement is abnormal. Okay. Now if cilia is do not if the cilia is not working well, the problem start with the gastrulation itself, with the determination of the side of the structures. Okay. So now I think you can understand, if the formation of the cilia is not formed at the gastrulation stage itself because of genetic problem, from the beginning itself this distribution of the structures will be get affected. Okay, then throughout the course of the development the structures will be there in the wrong place. Okay. So now lot of cilia will have more in respiratory tracts. We have got a lot of cilia in the respiratory tracts also. A lot of cilia will be there in the paranasal sinus also, so which actually beat the cilia towards the nose, etc. And abnormality of the same may lead to chronic sinusitis. That means this is one problem. Okay, so those babies who will have cilia problem in their beginning part, so after birth, so they will have the one of the most common problem, that is a chronic sinusitis, because cilia formation is, cilia are very important structures in the respiratory tract and as well as paranasal sinus. Because of that only the excretors will be get driven out. Okay, so that is not happening. That is not happening. That is one problem. In the respiratory tract also we have the cilia. If the cilia is not clearing the respiratory secretions, okay, a lot of mucus plug will be formed in the oral cavity, and a lot of mucus get collected in the bronchial tree itself, and that is called as bronchiectasis. We will have the problems of a bronchiectasis. And many will have develop infertility of the sperm, because sperm movement is also because of the celiac movement. It is also a type of cilia movement. Okay, so it also depends on the cilia movement by the tail which contains the cilia. So spermatic problems will be there, especially infertility. Infertility will be there. So now we have got so many things, isn't it? One is situs invertus, or maybe dextrocardia. Another one is chronic sinusitis. Another one is bronchiectasis. Another is male infertility. Another one is chronic sinusitis. All these things are together, they are called as Carter-Jenner syndrome. Carter-Jenner syndrome. In the beginning I didn't told the name, now I am telling you the name. Okay, Carter-Jenner syndrome. Carter-Jenner syndrome, such a big problem which actually occurs because of one simple problem, that is cilia movement. Therefore, everything is very important in the trigeminal layer. The smallest error may also cause the biggest problem in future. Okay, because that is a blueprint area. That is a blueprint period. Okay, so that we cannot commit any error there. That will lead to bigger problem in the later part of the life. So Carter-Jenner syndrome is just because of the celiac problem. Okay. Now from the next class onwards, we will discuss about development of the vascular system in the embryo, which is very, very important. Till then, goodbye. Please keep watching my channels. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist I have provided all the topics so far discussed in a systematic fashion, and you can also make use of it. Thank you very much.